You are listening
to a special edition episode 21 Cloud Chambers of the Primordial 808 with Spencer. Produced by Boyo Levity.
in co-production with Finko Zone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
90 Mil Radio. You are listening to the cloud chambers of the Primordial 808. 90 Mil Radio. You are listening to the cloud chambers of the Primordial 808.
Hey guys, I'm reaching out to you through the Primordial 808. My name's Spencer, and I'm your host for tonight. I hope everyone's feeling good. Normally, I would love to talk to you guys about like baking banana bread and how to build a kite and how to fly it, obviously, but that's not how my life's looking at the moment. I just came home from a party, actually. And to say the least, there was a lot of sex going on. Believe you me, if you would see my face, you wouldn't, but like, they always want Spencer for some kind of weird reason. I always find myself in these kind of situations, sexual ones, that is. Yeah, can you believe it? Like, I'm just a simple guy, man. Most of the time, I'm pretty scared of everything, actually. Anywho, anyhow, anywhere, anywhen, any whore. Before I get into it, let me paint the picture, because I just realized I'm just talking into my little microphone and my space truck. And you don't even know what I got going on over here. So let me paint the picture for you this evening. Han gave me this recorder I've been talking into the whole time a few months ago. He said that two tiny buddies had come to our gas station nation to tank at Hank's, because Hank has many tanks, and their space shuttle was minuscular. Their names were Scozy and Pardon, and they left Hank the special recorder that is now in my possession. They said that in times of distress and loneliness, which, many days for good old Spencer, I could always talk into the cloud chambers of the Primordial 808. And Hank gave it to me on a special Spencer's Day, where I was feeling particularly uncomfortable and nervous, because there was this instance where a glipster had approached me with glittering eyes and asked me feverishly if I knew what corn stands for. Got a cornfield in front of me. Crickets. You know how they go. You know it. The stars are shining bright these days. Real fucking bright. And let me just take you on with me for a sweet ride.
Hi, welcome back, Spencer. The space cruise control is activated. Are you ready to go on a ride?
And yeah. Anyways, at this party that we was telling you guys about, like, it was a big, massive, apartment with like multiple rooms, and it was like a labyrinth, and like every room had a theme. You know how these things go. Anyways, people were throwing their juices around. I don't want to go into details here, but like, it was too much for me. I went into the tiniest room of the place, and like trying to hide, have some like normal conversation with someone there. And then comes in this horse-looking guy, and we start talking, and it's nice. We start like comparing nicknames that we have been given to in our lives by like loved ones and stuff, and it's pretty normal at first, but then comes in this girl, and she just like straight up drops her panties and starts riding this horse-looking guy like a good old cowgirl, And he just keeps on staring at me while this is happening. He's like throwing his nicknames into my face like I'm some part of this whole endeavor.
Attention.
This planet is... it smells like gas everywhere. Farts and gasoline, of course, that's what I'm talking about. And smell like that too, obviously. I'm not like very, like I'm comfortable with it. I chose this planet, I chose this town. And it's stinky, but it's... I don't know. It's good, but it's also like... It makes me very anxious, and I'm just yearning for like a cold beer out in the open air. Like in the darkness, that's what I'm talking about. I like the stars. I like the stars that make me feel calm. On this note, let me show you a song called Star Spring.
Stereo activated. Now playing Star Spring by Edu Sommer-Madison.
Take me back, star of spring. You still smell like home. Time won't pass when my craters sing, and all that spring is forever gone. I pray that at some point I'll run out of grief, return as a swallow to fight for my peace. I pray that at some point your curls will not hurt. Your skin and your dots, your laugh and your dirt. Your skin and your dots, your laugh and your dirt. Promise lasts until wrong swing. Your soft bells breaking strong. Never fast, paper full of ink, and all that lore was either way too long. I pray that at some point I'll forget how to sing, to be more than hollow and be crowned as king. I pray that at some point our knives will be blurred, found place in your soft, your jumps and your birds, lost place in your soft, your jumps and your birds. Take me back, star of spring. You still smell like home, home, home.
90 mil radio.
Dude, man, that was intense, man. It was beautiful, but sad. Actually, I got tricked by the name. I thought this song was about stars. Turns out this song, Star of Spring, is about heartbreak, actually. And made me a bit upset. It reminded me of my own heartbreak I once had. Believe you me, like, I had some crazy heartbreaks in my life. What about you guys? Have you ever been heartbroken before? Or, like, God forbid, did you break someone's heart? Well, better don't tell. Otherwise, I'll come for you, with my sweaty little hands. But, yeah, anyways, this song was made by Edu, kudos, and actually produced by a great musician called VANDALISBIN. VANDALISBIN, as you can see in the name, is like a mix of vandalism and lesbian, because they are a lesbian in the end, or as in our little gas station planet, we would call them Frogrolians. Yeah, and guys, I want to tell you everything about the Frogolians. They're really important to me. I'm one, actually. Well, it's not a secret that I'm a Frogrolian with my face and stuff. But guys, let me tell you, it's not just because of my discomfort with all of these sexual endeavors that happen around me that I feel like I need to take a little bit of space from sweet old Pump Land. with a bit of space. I mean, like, you know, drift up into the darkness and hide for a bit. It's also because I feel unsafe. Yeah, your good old Spencer is feeling a bit unsafe over here in our little pump station nation. It's because, guys, I'm feeling especially Spencerous these days, if you catch my drift. And for good reason. As I mentioned to you before, there has been a PIGSTER situation a few days ago. And if you're interested, I can tell you all about it, but I think I'll actually just show you. You can hear for yourselves. Because I've got tapes all over my truck, and the thing is, I record everything. You gotta know this. I'm like the perfect stalker for my own life. Like I'm my own victim. Stalkerishness. Maybe so I don't forget, because I'm a very forgetful little guy. But yeah, maybe I just want to witness myself. Maybe see for yourself. You know, my inbox is open, wide open.
Do you want me to play the tape, Spencer?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one where they stopped you on the spaceway to Nebula Clantropolix.
Guten Tag, Frogolien, Sie wurden wiedererkannt. Im Kontext mit einer terroristischen Organisation. Nein, Sie kommen jetzt mit. Kein Widerstand. Sie werden beobachtet. Guten Tag. Die Fahrkarten bitte. Frogolien, hören Sie mal ganz genau hin. Freundchen. Sie sagen uns jetzt, wer diese Typen hier sind. Schauen Sie mal. Es sind gesuchte Piraten. Frogolien, schauen Sie mir in die Augen, wenn ich mit Ihnen spreche.
Spencer, I received an encrypted spacecast from the motherboard of the cloud chambers. This message got intercepted from the West Code and is connected to your parallel tape lines. Shall I also play it for you?
Yeah.
3 days ago, on Pump Nation.
Barabas? Are you sure this is the right place, man? Because that sounds awfully similar to a fucking siren.
Don't worry about it, man. Maybe it's some quirk of this planet.
Intruders, surrender now. You are hereby trespassed.
Barabas, you dumb fuck. This is a military base. There's a tank pointing right at us.
Ah, shit. I think I switched around the last 2 numbers of the Morse code. Fuck.
Bro, are you trying to make me crash out? Your stupidity knows no bounds. We need to get the hell out of here. Get the blasters, now!
Soldiers, ready your weapons.
Relax, spaceman. Can we talk this out?
Take aim.
Barabas, catch.
Fire!
Go back to the ship, now! We need to get the fuck out of here!
End of message.
Well, seems like I'm not the only one having issues with the PIGSTERs roaming around these fields, and that's good to know. Makes me feel less alone, but the PIGSTERs always hide something with the Frogolians, and on this note, actually, as I'm looking onto this honeydew gas liquor fart flicker field under the stars, let me tell you about the Frogolians. Actually, the Frogolians, they're recruiters, you must know. Recruiters of a certain kind, and I found this ad the other day. I must show it to you.
Spencer, can you clarify with me, please? Which advertisement would you like me to play? Because you recorded 12 yesterday.
Like a Frogolian recruiter ad, and...
Okay, Spencer, I found it. I will play it right now.
Have you ever asked yourself, how can I bring the inner frog to the outside and be as beautiful as the glow inside? Represented right now, straight from the Frogrolian Empire, Froglobe! Yeah! Yo, you gotta sip the Froglobe, bro. Word, bro. Represented to all the Brodies and Brolettes all across the Brodyverse. We're bringing to you this all-new revolutionary product that you can buy at any supermarket across the galaxy. We're talking about Froglobe. Yeah, You gotta bring those feelings to the outside, Brody. You can't keep that ribbon inside, cause it's gonna rip you up outside, Brody. You gotta stop sticking it out, bro. Get it outside. Change that frog into a different type of frog, because all that air that you're keeping inside, you just gotta and sip some Froglobe.
Froglobe, buy it at your local gas station or galaxy store, anywhere in the universe. Buy it, sip the Froglobe, and join the horde.
Oh, the Frogrolians, water people. I'm glad I kept this ad. Also, not all the Frogrolians like to slurp the Froglobe, but some do, and why wouldn't they? Some like to change their appearance and reflect what they got going on inside. In the Froglobe situation, you can choose between either titty juice or fur enhancer, or how other people would call him, hormonella farfarella. I myself sometimes am an enjoyer of Froglobe. What about you guys? Yeah, also I wanted to show you another Frogrolian recruitment song, actually. From a very famous Frogrolian. VANDALISBIN, talked about them before. I don't know, maybe I'll give them a call after, so you guys get to know.
Stereo activated. Now playing Lesbian Recruiter by VANDALISBIN.
Entschuldige, du bist ganz schön sexy. Ich hatte schon Angst, dass mein Herz nicht lieben kann. Als ich in der Schule war, waren es schon die Girlies. Nur in meinem Kopf kam das noch nicht an. Sie sind Trans, Mass, Queer, Femme, Women, Lover, Classy. Laufen durch die Straßen mit purer Eleganz, egal ob PIGSTER, Embedded oder Envies. Traffic Energy, der du nicht widerstehen kannst. Lesbian Recruiter. It is a lesbian recruiter. They call him lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. Es ist passiert, sie hat mich rekrutiert. Call me flintersexuell, weil ich alle Flinters lieb. Du bist nur homophob, weil du schlecht im Bett bist. Und deine Ex-Frau ist konvertiert zu Lesben. Sie sind Trans, Mass, Queer, Femme, Women, Lover, Classy. Laufen durch die Straßen mit purer Eleganz, egal ob PIGSTER, Embedded oder Envies. Traffic Energy, der du nicht widerstehen kannst. Lesbian Recruiter. It is a lesbian recruiter. They call him lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. Merkst du deinen Puls? Sie sind charmant. Nur dieser Blick und du bist im Bann. Schau dich mal um, du bist nicht alleine. Dancefloor gehört uns, it's the lesbian recruiter riot. Lesbian recruiter. It is a lesbian recruiter. They call him lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. It is a lesbian recruiter. They call him lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. It is a lesbian recruiter. They call him lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter. It is a lesbian recruiter. They call him lesbian recruiter. Lesbian recruiter.
Hey guys, so as promised, I'm gonna call someone special now. Where?
You are right now calling VANDALISBIN.
Hello? VANDALISBIN, is that you? Oh man, I'm a big fan. Since your recruitment song, so many Frogrolians have been recruited. Are you proud?
I'm very proud, I'm just, what can I say? I'm just a happy Frogolian, It's just what I do,
Oh, man, you sound so fly. I never actually heard you in real life. What do you do when people come up to you on our stinky street?
I'm just always trying to keep it cool, keep it low, as VANDALISBIN would do.
Oh, you make me laugh. You've got a great sense of humor. So tell me, how did you start your project of recruitment and why?
I just felt like everyone has to do something good on this planet, and I thought this is just my mission,
Yeah, and a mission it is. Guys, that was VANDALISBIN. Leave your comments, please, down below. I've never had such an important Frogrolian on the phone. VANDALISBIN, do you have anything to say to other little baby Frogrolians before I let you go?
Feel good, feel fine, feel fresh like a lion.
Oh, what a great phrase. Goodbye.
The call has ended. Detected a PIGSTER vehicle nearby. They are sending in a message for you. Choose to open?
Oh man, how did they find me? Okay, let's find out what they want now.
Frogolian, Sie wurden wiedererkannt. We have the reason to believe you are in the cahoots with two space pirates that have been linked to a terrorist organization. We have the reason to believe you are a danger to gas station nation. Identify yourself, stranger. We will make you pay big money. Otherwise, it's straight to jail, honey.
Oh shit, guys, I'ma better get away. I'm a broke bloke. Space truck, what's the fastest way to get out of here?
Fastest way would be an interdimensional portal. I have found a tutorial on how to build one. Should I play it?
Yes, please!
Welcome back to the Online Anti-Academy. Today, we will examine unauthorized modifications to intergalactic and interdimensional space with one of the most notorious OGs from the 6th dimension, Tucky Parker.
I lock in. I'ma explain you one more time, bitch. This ain't no cute portal shit. How to open transdimensional rifts in abandoned spaces. Point 2. We be ripping the fabric of your solar self's matrix today. Blasting holes through the mind paradigm. Y'all be calling the 3D, 4D, 5D. I don't give a fuck. The fuck reality, understood? Alright. My name's Tucky Parker. First things first. You gotta be breaking the fucking tension. You gotta break the fucking tension. Y'all be thinking flat space just gonna drop death? Nah, you fucking force it. Second of all, you need a fucking amplifier. Yeah, this right here, one of my many hobby blasters. This is the 6th dimensional vortex deck filled with that fluxtronic drip, straight from juicy Neptune swamps. Alright, I'ma be straight with you. I got this one from the triple OGs of the 9th, and they told me how to trap it, so yeah, I'm glad my snake rider Lucy cracked it for me. This guy, yeah, I got this straight from the Zero Order Nebula engine, the one and only 3D Chaos portal trapped inside mortal biologics. Yeah, now you wanna tag the intaggable? You wanna open something that don't wanna be open? Then listen close, motherfucker, come close. See that? Yeah, portals ain't repetition. You don't practice this when you're still trapped in the solar cell semantics of the 3D mathematics. You do it once, and whatever happens, that's fucking permanent. Yeah, you wanna do it, motherfucker? Then stand on this bitch. Don't step in like a psychedelic tourist, cause you're gonna get fucking drowned, and Tucky ain't here to fucking swim, okay? Ready? Now you gotta lean your cortex into the current. point that amplifier at the fucking surface, whatever, Grid. You got two options. Either you push here, take a sip from the Scantron Quantrix, and lock into that Mongaze, or stop blinking. Stop fucking blinking. Because if you fuck up with a single thought, you're gonna blow up yourself. Whatever this brain is inside of your core, I don't care. Just hear me out. You don't hit walls. You don't even hit a single fucking molecule. You're trying to hit what's hiding behind them. Find the fucking crack. The place that don't want to be seen. And then you fire 1 strike, 2 strikes, 3 strikes, 4 strikes, no fucking break. When that crack zips open and starts moving without following your gaze, that ain't you no more. That's the vortex, bitch. That's the vortex. The vortex is now taking over. Don't stop. Let it crack. Let it all come through. And when it does, don't look for where it goes. Don't look for where it goes. Cause that shit has already been looking for you. That shit is you. Feel what comes through. Yeah. Y'all just getting to know that everything you be observing is part of you as well, so don't forget. Reality's a bitch, and if you alienate yourself, y'all getting lost. Y'all getting lost. Alright, this was Tucky Parker, How to Open Transdimensional Rifts Point 2. See you next week for part 3.
Damn, Tucky Parker, goddamn Tucky Parker, goddamn Tucky Parker. With your help, I succeeded in building some kind of a portal, but I'm not sure it has the right color.
Oh, let's go try out this hyper blaster.
PIGSTER vehicle is almost in sight.
Let's go through!
Playing adequate song to accompany during interdimensional travel. Morning of Ghosts by OKSI.
They're called OKSI, you big dummy.
You can only go so far, just on your own. The weight on my shoulders is pulling me down.
Hey, I'm Lucy. I'm the singer of OKSI. We are an international group of people playing together based in Berlin. We play modern indie pop influenced by jazz and garage, and we are just generally really excited. We hope you enjoy this song, and we have another single coming out this Friday. If you like it, listen to it.
Currently on hyperspeed, attempting to slow down.
Oh my god! Where? Oh, good lord!
Slow down.
Hey, what the fuck, dude? You almost killed me, man!
Dude, I'm sorry, my man. Can I make amends somehow?
Okay, if you drive as fast as you did just now, you can take me to this address right now. I'm meeting a friend there. Drive as fast as you can, okay?
Sure thing. Hop in, my dude. I'm sorry. I'll take you there. ASAP.
Rerouting. Erie bar selling lit by candlelight. Soroa Lear dancing on a bunch of cigarette smoke clouds.
What's your name anyways? Spencer. And yours? I'm Edu.
Oh, I think I played your song before. Star of Spring, you good, dude?
Interrupting awkward on the road conversation with Until I Know by ENNOQ and 7CWIZ.
Is ENNOQ 7CE Wiz, you big dummy?
We have arrived at destination, Soroa Lear.
It's Soroa Lear, man!
I'm sitting here with Soroa Lear. Soroa, would you like to present yourself?
Hi, I'm Soroa. Live in Berlin. I work mostly in dance and performance.
What does performance mean to you?
I always have this little soundbite, like, you know, my elevator pitch. I often say that I see performance as a way to break hearts and make people laugh. And I think that's often what I'm going for. I think there's a larger, more political answer also, in the sense that everything is performance. Gender is performance. Walking down the street is performance. But I grew up performing from a very young age. My mom is a flamenco dancer. I started doing classical ballet when I was 3. So my body being witnessed on stage has been just like a pretty huge part of my life, I would say. And I've played with many different angles of it. I used to do improv comedy. I've done musical theater, like all the dorkiest things. I've done them. Classical ballet was a huge part of my life until I was probably 19. And then I failed. I wasn't good enough. So then I became a contemporary dancer. And I'm not sure I was good enough for that either. And so now I work a bit more in the sort of intersections of theater and movement. For me, what I'm interested in, it sounds very cheesy, but like a moment of miracle or something, a moment of awe or surprise or feeling something unexpected. And I think the way that I like to do that is, again, through making you laugh and then breaking your heart. If I make you laugh, then you trust me, you like me. We're in on this together. We're in on the same joke. And then I'd like to make you cry. That's sort of a successful performance to me. Is one where you exactly, yeah, I seduce you with my jokes and with my charm. And then comes the heartbreak a little bit.
What does heartbreak mean for you?
Oh, that's such a good question. Heartbreak, I think, is sort of the willingness to like blast music on your headphones and cry in public. I think heartbreak in a performance context is sort of the shamelessness of the drama of having a body. That's something I say a lot when I teach. Can we indulge in the drama of having a body? That sort of like shameless devotion to the grief of my elbows, or just like, oh, I'm listening to a Dolly Parton song and I'm feeling everything. And I quite like that. And I think there's also something very communal in heartbreak. I think it's one of the few kinds of grief that we have sort of a social framework for. It's one of the most socially acceptable kinds of grief, When you're grieving death, when you're grieving loss, it's often a less public thing. When you're grieving sickness, illness in your body, there's not that same kind of dialogue on the street. I remember the first time I was like properly heartbroken as an adult. I remember walking around and running into acquaintances, and they'd ask how I was, and I'd be like, oh, well, I'm fucking heartbroken. And they loved it, because everyone's like, you're heartbroken? I've been heartbroken. Let's talk about heartbreak, And I'm talking about it specifically in the romantic sphere now, and I think that's often when we walk through the world, how it's the most maybe desired or legible or socially understood, or it's a great conversation starter. But I think in performance, heartbreak can be a bit more expansive. The drama of having a body can be maybe something less relegated to, I'm sad because my girlfriend dumped me. It can be, all these other kinds of griefs and hurts and sorrows and longings and lust and the bigness and all of it. And I don't know if I succeed, but I certainly try.
Does queerness have a space in all of this for you?
You're calling me gay?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It does.
Dyke drama.
Dyke drama, yeah, exactly. No one does drama better than a dyke.
All that you said also, like, it sounds kind of like maybe you want for others to find release as well. Crying together, like being heartbroken together, is like very...
Definitely. I think it's part of why I like crying in public so much. I was actually just talking about this today. Like, I think my preferred places to cry are places where I'm anonymous, but in public. So the movie theater, the plane, the train, even public transport here. Like, it's not very romantic, but like I do like crying on the U-Bahn. I like crying when I'm taking a walk. Because I think it's sort of this like glitch in the system of how one is supposed to act on the street, or how one is supposed to embody a train. It's something you're doing together. I think religious spaces often can give this too, or like even crying at the club, it's a place where everybody is so locked into their own thing. And yet you are allowed to feel big emotions kind of anonymously. And so I think the interest in maybe embodying heartbreak, or again, just maybe to put it more simply, like the drama of having a body, because that's a sexy line. I think there is a wish to maybe get people to feel that too, not in my way, but in their own way. Like,
Right.
it's something I'm doing in front of you, but it's something we're kind of doing together. And it helps that I'm not particularly ashamed as a person. you know?
So do you feel like doing performance is like a service as well, or
that's interesting.
Is it being of service somehow?
I actually don't know. I have to think about it because I also think it's a very selfish thing to do. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I was actually writing about this last night. Like I think part of why I like performing and why I like making things is because it's a space where I really get to be selfish, you know, and no one can blame me for that. No one can say, well, you're doing a bad job being a friend or a partner. Like, no, I'm being selfish because I'm performing and I must, you know, like I must enjoy my own company so much and find my own thoughts so interesting so that I can feel good about putting them on a stage, you know, like
that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's interesting to think of it as a service. I teach a dance class, and that's I've been doing it for about 4 years now. You've even taken it, and it's
I cried a lot.
and you cried, yeah. and the sort of premise of the class is the idea that, like, okay, how can we connect to pleasure even in the smallest, most mundane parts of ourselves? Like, you know, if all we do is bounce our knees to a really good song, and we can find a little bit of pleasure in that, then that's successful, you know. That way, I do think that's a service, and I do think that I'm being of service there because I'm facilitating a room full of people getting the chance to maybe feel things that are harder or awkward to feel on their own, and that I really see as like a direct service, and it's a service I'm proud of too. Performing, I don't know. I think it has the potential to move people and give someone something, but I don't know if that's why I do it. When I teach, I do it for you. When I perform, I kind of do it for me. Yeah, and it's really nice if you're entertained. That's wonderful. I love entertainment.
That's
it's really
a gift
nice
to you, rather, like, or that. Do you feel like then the audience is doing a service to you, or like what kind of space does the audience have for you?
I mean, the audience is really important. You know, I always used to say, like, I'm a great audience member. You want me at your show because I cry really easily, obviously, at people's performances. There's this idea of sort of, I think, especially in a lot of newer performances, an idea of kind of like the emancipated spectator, the spectator that is an active participant or a witness. And because they are active in the space too, whether that's by moving their bodies or just sitting passively but giving us their attention, they kind of, we co-create something in that moment. You give me your trust, you give me your attention, and I do something with that, but I could only do something with that because you gave me the gift of your attention. And so in that way, I think a performance with it's kind of like stand-up comedy, right? Like the jokes are the same, but if the audience isn't with you and they don't believe you and they don't want to believe that you're funny, the jokes won't land. Those same jokes in another space.
And then they won't be jokes,
Yeah, then they're not jokes. They're just like pretty awkward sentences.
Yeah.
They are only jokes because the audience decides that they are jokes. And so my performance isn't a success because I'm brilliant and what I do transcends whatever space and person I'm in front of. It's a success only when
it lands somewhere.
And that kind of contract is met in the middle, where like the contract of like, here's my gift to you, and the audience is like, well, here's my gift back, you know, here's my attention, my focus, my laughter, my tears, my like my openness, I guess.
What would you say like was your favorite and your least favorite performance that you ever did? Jesus. Like, for example, like the most awkwardest moment, or like the most exhilarating one.
I'm gonna start with favorite. I did a piece with a colleague, Rain, like 2.5 years ago that was all about heartbreak, and it was a very queer piece because we're very queer people, and it ended with me laying on a bar ledge in this really fabulous long glittery dress, and quivering and shaking while I sang Believe by Cher. And like my whole body is shaking and I'm like trying not to cry, you know. It's this very like ridiculous, vulnerable. I love camp. I love playing with camp. It's just something that I learned a lot from drag. And I'd say that was my probably favorite performance experience because I left that and I was like, this is the first time I've done exactly what I wanted to do. This is the first time where I feel like I actually got to make that thing that I've always known that I could make, but I never actually made it. It was the first time I was like, oh, I did it. And I like it. And it's camp and it's theatrical and it's dramatic and it's so vulnerable and it's entertaining, you know, while also having depth. That felt good. I think that was one of the first times I ever felt proud of myself. I rarely feel proud after I perform, but that time I remember coming off and being like, oh, girl, you killed it, you know? You did good. Like, and I stand by it. Like, shaking on a bar ledge, singing Cher. Who came up with that? Genius! So that was probably my favorite. My least favorite, I mean, you know, I've done so many bullshit things. This one's not a performance in the obvious sense, but one time I applied for a Lidl ad, a Lidl campaign, and they were looking for a diversity hire, and so I had to stand in my bathtub while someone stood away from me filming me. And I had to say the words, yo soy Lidl, in 3 different affects. So it would be like, yo soy Lidl, yo soy Lidl, yo soy Lidl, you know? And of course I didn't get the job, so I don't know if we count that as a performance, because it was a performance for one person in my bathtub. But that probably iconically is my least favorite.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
I think dancing is really fun, and I think everyone should do it in whatever way they can, but I think most of us maybe don't let ourselves enjoy it as much as we should. And dancing in the club is awesome, for sure, but I think we can access that same feeling of euphoria, of intimacy with our bodies. I think there are ways to access it elsewhere. Not shitting on the club at all. I love the club, but also I think it's a worthy project to connect to that elsewhere, because then I also think in you know, on shitty days and difficult moments, it allows us to tap into this capacity for pleasure, or just, yeah, again, an intimacy with our body.
Would you call it like performing for yourself? Or is that even a performance then? Or is that just expression, pure expression?
I actually don't think it's performance. I think it's one of the few things that we do with the body that's maybe not performance, because at its best it's just for you, you know. When we're at the club, when we're dancing in front of other people, sure, there's something performative. But these moments of being like, okay, the soles of my feet, where can I go? Like, what can I feel? Like, you know, the webs of my fingers. Is there pleasure? Is it fun? Blasting, I did this a few days ago, I'm on crutches right now, so it was really hard, but blasting Mitski and so fucking loud, so impossibly loud, and just like losing it in my room for no one. I don't know if I'd call that a performance. I think I'd call that essential.
Yes. What would you say is the difference between performing and like purely being yourself, especially like if you're alone, for example?
I'm not sure that I have such an answer, because I am a trained performer, and so often when I'm performing, I can tap into. I'm working on this performance project right now with this Polish artist who's he puts 2 performers together, and the whole performance is basically he curates performers that he finds interesting to try to get them to sort of come to the most interesting, intimate, vulnerable yet entertaining point of their relationship. And so it's this weird mix of like, we are performing and we're performing for a public, there's people in the room, but it's an hour and a half of just the 2 of us, and like talking and touching and sort of using our tools as performers to make this entertaining, but also ultimately like create some moment of true intimacy that you can then witness.
Okay.
And so, you know, it sort of like edges on the lines of like, this is a true intimate experience that I'm having. You know, I cried a few sessions ago, like, and was being watched. I was performing crying, but I was also crying. I had things to cry about. But it's on a stage and we're being watched.
Do you think like that performing sometimes, like not always obviously, but like maybe sometimes it's kind of like this internal fight of trying to be as real as possible, as publicly as possible?
Yeah, which is really hard to pull off, definitely. But I do think that just inevitably is a difference between the pleasure of doing something fully for yourself, dancing in your room, versus trying really hard to get that same feeling in front of people. It's an effort. It's an effort, and it's an effort made with the consciousness that this will be a better performance if I can touch something authentic. When I'm alone in my room, it's not hard to touch something authentic, because it's just for me, it's release. And so I think you can get to a similar place, but the kind of route to get there is maybe a little bit different. It's nice to do things just for you, right? Like it's exhausting to perform. You give so much. And
exactly, but then that, like you said, also like performings you do for yourself versus like the other thing of like just truly being by yourself, for yourself. That's not selfish anymore, right?
No,
but
it's not.
It is just for
it's
yourself.
Indulgent. It's
Yeah,
self-indulgent, but maybe
right,
it's not
right.
selfish. Like,
Yeah.
And again, the line of like indulging in the drama of having a body. I'm not being selfish in the sense that I'm hurting anyone when I'm going crazy in my room, but I am indulging in the fact that like I love my body, you know, and I love spending time with myself, and I'm choosing to do that instead of maybe seeing a friend or even going to a protest or things like this, you know, like I am making the choice to be with my own body in this way that I find really pleasurable.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, would anyone say that masturbating is a selfish act? I don't know. I don't think so.
But then, like, in which ways would it, like, because selfish then, as you said, like, it implies that it could hurt others in some ways. Like, is it, like, taking up space? Is that the thing that makes it selfish? And why would that...
No, I mean,
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I think what you're pointing out is my complex of selfishness. That it is both my biggest fear and maybe my biggest longing.
Is to take up some space.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. To find ways of being selfish that don't feel bad or hurtful, you know. Like I think that's probably where my obsession with the word comes from.
Yeah, because it sounds like, you know, also performing is yearning to be seen. And I think like that we tend to give that feeling of longing like a stamp often of selfishness or like of attention whores. You know, performers are attention whores. And, you know, like if you, for example, if you have someone that yaps or that talks a lot and then you're like, oh, this person is an attention whore, you know, they're monologue. But actually this person is probably just like feeling like, oh my God, please just see me. Like I just, you know, like I need to express something and I need to connect actually. It's not just about them yapping. It's like they want to connect to someone else.
Totally. And I think it's maybe it's a little lie, a mentirita, that when we're performing, we're actually connecting to people. Sometimes we really are, sometimes we're not. But there is such an incredibly cathartic feeling of like having a room in the palm of your hand and being like, every breath I take, my timing, my tempo, you pay attention. You know, it's a pretty incredible power, and it's a pretty incredible manipulation, you know, like, because it is a sort of manipulation of a room and a manipulation of the emotion and a curation of like this body that I am showing you and this thing that I'm doing with this body, because I know it's going to make you feel X, Y, Z, you know, like, and I want to get you there and I want you in the palm of my hand. Like, it's in some ways I was talking to I did a performance like 2 weeks ago before I sprained my ankle, and I was talking to a friend of mine who's a performer, and she's just an incredible performer, and you meet her and she's just incredibly like soft-spoken, and she comes across a bit timid and shy, and she was like, she has sorry, I'm going to talk about astrology. She was like, I have a Leo rising, and she was like, I'm a Leo when I perform, but I'm a Cancer in real life, you know. And I was like, it's a silly example of something that I think I feel a lot too, where I'm like, when I perform, I get to be larger than life, and I'm shameless in that, and I'm proud of that, and I'm loud in that, in a way that maybe in my quotidian life, I tend to maybe ask a bit more questions or be a bit more like sensitive to other people or whatever. I don't have to do that. I'm sensitive to the room. I'm sensitive to the audience, but like I decide ultimately, you know. And again, it's all about me and what I'm giving you. And if I'm a good performer, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about what it is that I'm giving you. I'm always thinking about the audience. But again, I'm the one that gets to decide what it is that you're getting. And there's just like a real rush in that.
Yes,
nice.
there is. Yeah. Last but not least, I would really like to know, where can you be seen next?
Actually, a piece that I made called "This is a Love Story," all caps. We notice a theme here that is all about lesbian desire and Cuba and men and Bad Bunny. Will be performed at Out Now Festival in Bremen on, I think it's May 23rd. So if you feel like coming to Bremen, come there.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wow, dude. What an inspiring Frogrolian. I recorded the whole thing. Can I bring this recording to my buddy Hank? He's a great interviewer and collector of interviews. What are Frogrolians? Don't you break your peanut brains about that. Just give me more interviews.
Okay, let's do another one before your mom comes home.
Wait up, Edu. Did you just hear that? Oh my God, it's Euro.pop.op from FOKKOP.ERA. Dude, bartender, please turn it on.
This is Europe. After US liberated all my grandmoms, we kids got to play with plastic cowboys fighting Indians. Next I got hit by American bombs, a type of height with gin moms called hip-hop songs, more evil than Biden or Trump's. Old European doctrine founded in orthodoxy. Had some problem with it being black American. Then double H bombs with the sequel wearing beanies and considered more lethal than 1954 bikinis. I had a missionary aunt, so at 13 you see I did not understand the eeriness. Since they only caused goosebumps, popped eardrums, and confronted their booze like did KRS One, and did not erase no islands in no ocean. The beats and beliefs of the man Chuck D made the Beatles look dumb, and even Beethoven sound naive, and no facetious MC like that Macron E. Question who will what be more lethal Putin, or Musk, Docs, and Moxie, and equal dusk of a patriarch, or is it Buster or Looney Stars, phony or Ron Erdogan, Dias or Nathan, Ayatollah, Hezbollah, Coca-Cola, or granola, or non-stop scrolling over shit from dusk till dawn, more lethal than blasting y'all with a flashball, or even that dirty rat to manufacture death for the sake of tech progress. You know they're not dead yet, just like the handicap. Wipe the fucking smirk off your face, you left. Pecan from the LSAU era gone. Join the rest of EU testosterone clones. Freedom of speech too has now a mandatory vest on that takes more than apologizing after the damage is done to restore a tiny bit of hope on the horizon. Plus you had the nerve to keep on speculating on the fear and pain of them grieving survivors at that shiny desk in your ivory watchtower. You and your Siamese gods I'd like to devour, and psychics bourgeois retards rhyme cheesy cowards, losers and abuser of power. And you're still like, why you so wound up? Why you so wound up? Chill, don't be dumb, it's just another fuck up on top that's killing some scum. Blame it on the system. One day we all carry a gun, just like those folks also known as dumbass Americans. I mean the exiled Europeans. This is Europe.
Are there any other places around with people to squeezy wheezy?
Sure, Spencer. Why not? Let's go find Eve Boucher. I heard she's sitting in the next room enjoying free brownies and sipping an extra dirty chai latte.
Whoa, is that her? She sure looks like a beautiful butterfly bride.
I'm sitting here with Eve. Do you want to present yourself? Say who you are?
Should I present myself as a performer or like, my name is Eve. I'm a regular at Leuchthof Cafe. I have to admit, I come, 3 times a week at this point?
Yes, she does.
Yes. And I finally got to the point where I get free brownies.
Yay!
So that's me.
It's a success story. So you are a performer. What kind of performance do you do?
So I would say it belongs to the word of cabaret and burlesque. But myself, I play piano and I sing and I create big shows with stage designs and storytelling. And it's all influenced and sourced in queer performance, but it also goes beyond.
How did you start off with performing? How did you get into it?
I mean, drugs. Sorry, I know it's not like the most romantic story, but I think like drugs and meeting my drag family. Like I was like a baby queer. Can I say slur words?
You can. It's everything.
Okay, I was a baby tranny, and I met my drag mom, and then I went to her show, and she had a show called The Other Lab that's at Siegerstrasse. I've been in Berlin for 10 years, so all that I'm talking about doesn't exist anymore, just so you know. But it was a party called The Other Lab in Siegerstrasse, which I think opened again recently in the last floor called Kacke. That was across from the old Christmühle. And this was the trashiest drag show you could see in Berlin. And still to this day, it hasn't been matched. They were just like drugs going around on a platter. Everybody would leave all their stuff on the ground, their wallets, nothing would be stolen. And the performers, the host would arrive like half an hour late after the beginning of the show when all the performers were there without any makeup, try to put something on, and the lights would never work, the sound would never work, but it was so much fun, and it was like this chaos that everybody liked, and some of the best performers of Berlin come from this show, and they're all my family, and I think that's how I got introduced to that, was through this family feeling also. a lot of chaos, but also a lot of love and a lot of family. And when I started taking care of myself, that's when I started to be able to actually work on things that I love and become, I think, a more stronger performer. And now I would say I'm like, that's my main thing for the last 3 years or 4 years of my life, that I've been like mainly a performer. Before I was more flirting with it, but I was partying, you know, mostly. So it was like performance, but also just partying. And now it's the main thing I do, and I do it as a duo called The Dames with Nancy Nutter. She's a singer. She's one of the best performers in Berlin. And we're about to be at the FOKKOP.ERA on New Year's Eve.
That's so exciting. What is the role of community in your performances? Which role does it take?
The role of community. Actually, we build our whole shows about community. If it's not about the themes, oh my god, I'm looking out for the brownies. Sorry. If it's not about like the themes that we talk about in the show and that we sing about, which is always about community, and actually now we're trying to make it. I think a lot of time what happens in performance is we can talk about themes that we like and that we want people to know about and we want people to fight for, but what I find frustrating sometimes is that only talking about something is different than doing something. And I think I'm so privileged that we got to the point now where we're getting to be on the biggest stage in Berlin, the main stage of the FOKKOP.ERA, and we're going to make it a whole community event. It's going to be a fundraiser for 3 different queer organizations here in Berlin. It's going to be T4T, Trailers for Trannies. That is a project that houses trans people in a trailer park in Marzahn. It's going to be The Dolls, which is an organization that takes care of trans women in all different kinds of ways. Incredible organization that's based in Kreuzberg. And then the last one is FAG-Bar, which organize regular soli parties to gather funds for Palestinians and queer in Palestine.
So would you say that performance for you is in some ways an act of service? Or,
say that again. I like
would you say that, like...
What do you mean act of service?
Not sure.
Of course they would say that. Very pageant answer. Okay, it's an act of service, firstly, to themselves. Let's be honest. Performers have huge egos. The reason we're on stage is because we love the attention.
You like to shine.
Of course, let's get this out of the way. If any performer told you otherwise, they're lying. And then, of course, it's a service to the community, and I think that's the beautiful thing of not just performance, but queer performance. And that's what I've always loved about drag shows, especially in Berlin. When you're cheering from someone that's on stage, you're not... Sometimes they're not that good, but you're still cheering, because when you're cheering, you're not cheering for just what's happening on stage. You're cheering for the fact that there's a whole community gathering and uplifting each other and celebrating what makes us unique. And someone to have the ball to come on stage, especially for drag performers who most of them can't sing, some can't dance, but they're still gonna go on stage and give you a lip sync. Which, who decided that was an art? But it is somehow, because they believe in themselves and the community believes in them. So it is a service, but it's a service. The audience is also doing a service to the performer, and the performer is doing a service. It's like mutual masturbation, you know?
Oh my god, I love it. Would you, like, in which ways would you define drag, or like also put yourself, like, would you say you do drag, or do you, because you said you do burlesque?
No, I don't do drag. I also don't do burlesque.
Okay.
What do I do? I always say I'm not a drag, I'm just a queen. I thought I had coined that. Turns out Lady Gaga wrote those lyrics ages ago. So, but I don't see myself doing drag. I don't mind being associated with drag and people thinking I do drag, because I perform with drag performers all the time and I love drag. For me personally, when I feel what drag is has to do with character and becoming. I'm always myself on stage.
Okay.
Just heightened versions of myself, but always myself on stage. Therefore, also for me, drag is gender performance. And of course, we're all performing gender every day when we walk out the door. But above than that. I don't feel like I'm particularly performing gender. I'm talking about it a lot on stage, but I'm not performing it. Like, this is not a put-on thing. It's just who I am. So that's why, in my eyes, I don't feel like it's necessarily goes to the level of the drag performers that I know. But I don't mind being called a drag. As long as you pay me, it's fine.
So you would say like drag is more focused on like gender or like gender themes or like...
Yeah, I think like obviously like culturally and historically that's what we've known it in our like communal culture, like our communal knowledge like of drag is about this gender performance, and it's not, for me, it's not about like cross-dressing, which is a whole other part that belongs to drag.
Very true.
That's like crossing from one binary gender to the other. That's one thing that's valid, you know, go for it. But also just in general, any performance that questions gender, and it doesn't have to be you're a man dressing up as a woman or you're a woman dressing up as a man. It's just you're exploring the fluidity of it all, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you were saying that your performances are a lot about storytelling and you sing, you tell stories, right? Like
Sing-ish.
Sing-ish.
I whisper with a French accent.
So, like, what would you say is important for you that the audience experiences during your performances, or like what is the emotionality behind it? So
if you've come to a Dames show before, and if you haven't, you should really come. I'm still plugging myself once again at the FOKKOP.ERA. But we make people cry a lot. So I would say like, this is the main thing that happens is like you're singing and then we look in the audience and just see puddles of people. I love the transformative experience, and I love the symbiosis that happens when I'm performing, and there's this kind of relation that happens between you as a person and the audience, and then the art. And at one point, the art, when you're in the middle of a performance, sometimes it's not like what you're doing, but it becomes this, like, it takes its relevancy with how the audience is perceiving it. And then it becomes something that sometimes you haven't even thought about, you know, like you're doing a song or you're doing a number and you have a certain idea in your mind, and then you do it and something completely different happens. And that's a very incredible moment where it's something you create with the audience in that moment, and it's like your little baby that's happening. And recently we did a show at Bauhaus Ost. And Bauhaus Ost. We were in the theater Bauhaus Ost, and I did a song that I've done at least 20 times in the last 3 years called Viens Viens. It's a French song. I do it all the time. It's a song about letting go about stuff in your life, you know? And this time I did it including a kind of ritual in it, where I invited people to take dried flowers that had been given to me by my lovers, plural, and other performers and audience member over the last year. I gave that to them and invited them to like focus energy on what they want to let go in their life, and then go and put it in the structure while I was singing this song. And so while I was singing this song about letting go, they started to get up and put the flowers one by one. And something kind of crazy happened. Is like people just started, like, it felt like I was leading a cult. Like it was like, or I was part of it. I don't know. Like it was like a sea of people splitting in the middle. Like I was in the middle. They were splitting around me, walking, and they were crying. And then this tall, like, straight guy just fell in my arms while I was singing, crying. And I continued singing. And then this woman grabbed my hand and started singing with me. And then this other person waited till the end of the performance, till there was nobody left, and waited and gave me the last flower, and we put it together on stage. And it was like this surreal moment where like there was like this kind of electric energy in the room. So that's what I like to go for.
Damn. Okay, just one last thing. Please say like your name, how people can find you, and which is your next performance.
Okay, even if I've said it already 3 times in the interview.
It's important.
My name is Eve. I'm part of the Dames. You can find us at An Evening with the Dames on Instagram. And our next performance is at the main stage of the FOKKOP.ERA on the 31st of December for Sylvester.
Well, seems like I time-traveled a little bit here. I thought New Year's Eve is part of last year's Eve, but no worries. Hang's gonna love her as well.
Alert, portal about to dissolve, departure imminent.
Well, was nice meeting you, Edu. I'm gonna go bring these recordings to Hank now. Maybe we'll kidnap these Frogrolians later into our dimension. Sure, Spencer, whatever you say.
Playing adequate song to accompany during interdimensional travel. Heretic by PIGSTER.
Beckons by the pull of the moon, and the night will caress you with the light of the moon. Will bite at your heels, and the cold is creeping in by the moon. Oh, the moon. By the light of the moon, women meet around the pot to discuss the fates of men. By the light of the moon, the fates determine all the paths from then to when. These philosophers conspire amongst the smells of what they cook, by the burning of the fire and by the babbling of the brook, and the stars are nowhere to be seen, and the stars are nowhere to be seen. Through the frost, through the mist, by the light of the moon, they called her a lover. They called her a man. They called her a healer. They called her a band, and they called her a lover, and they called her a man, and they called her a healer. and they called her a bitch. And those men conspired to catch her and to damn her as a witch. They strapped her to a sapling. They dropped her in the brook. They struck her from the record. They burned her holy book. And she did not come back for air. And she did not come back for air. And she did not come back for air. And she did not come back.
90 Mil Radio. You are listening to the cloud chambers of the primordial 808.
Oh, guys, we're back safe and sound in our two-tank territory. You know how sometimes the smell of gasoline is so delicious, you wish you could just eat it? Gasoline pasta would be my favorite dish. Anyways, let's head over to Hank's place to show him what we got here.
New destination, Hank Tank.
Well, we're not gonna spank Hank's tanks, we're just gonna hang with Hank. By the way, you must be burning with desire to know more about what Hank is doing, and if you didn't have enough interviews yet, I'm gonna show you guys Hank's very personal interview show, the Local Vocal Local show. As we're making our way there, we're almost there anyways, super close, so let's just go, let's play it.
Welcome to the Local Vocal Local Show, a show where we find locals that are vocal.
Hello, hello, hello! We're back with Local Vocal Local, and today we're interviewing Monica. Monica, you're a local, and today you are vocal.
Okay.
Since when are you a local?
Since forever.
Was born in Arkan.
Yeah, born and raised.
Yes! Ok, Monica, but seriously. Okay. What? Did you move? Do you like it?
I moved here like 6 years ago, and now I want to leave. I think I achieved my circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why would you like to leave?
Because this is a rotten city. It's nice for a while, but I think it's too dark for me. I'm a Latina. I need the sun, even though I don't like to admit it. Like, I would prefer to be a vampire, to be honest. But I'm not. I'm not. So, yeah. It is what it is.
It would fit your aesthetic, but then...
That's a problem, you know? Like, Berlin was so my aesthetic, but now I want to be a happy person. I don't want to look anemic. I don't want to look vegan, you know? I want to look happy and make people feel warm, not scared of me.
No.
That's kind of hard.
I love you.
Yeah.
So when are you moving and where do you want to move to?
I want to move to Spain, hopefully in less than a year, but I'm waiting for my German passport.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. But Spain, I guess, is the place to be.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. You also want to move there, no? Yeah, I do. Let's go.
Billionaires, let them live or kill them.
Tommy is here.
Hello, Tommy. Tommy. Billionaires, let them live or kill them.
Kill them all.
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Yay!
Oh, jeez, guys, I just have to stop the interview because I can hear the PIGSTERs approaching from far away. Can you hear them too? Oh, they're going to Hank's place right now. Oh gosh, I can see them out of the window, guys. Oh, shit, man. I gotta smoke a cigarette right now. I'm shaking like a chihuahua.
Sie stören die Nachtruhe, Frogolian. Kriegen Sie Ihr Space Drug unter Kontrolle, Frogrolian.
Hello, and a happy goodbye from Hank. House searches are illegal during
Wir
the
suchen
night.
Ihren Frogrolian Neighbor.
Billionaires, let them live or kill them.
Was haben Sie gerade gesagt?
Oh, great. As you can hear, Hank has just provoked them, and now the PIGSTERs are angry and up to get us. Wait, I got a message from Hank on my display. They are looking for you. Run.
To be continued.
You've reached the Gas Giant Express voicemail. We can't answer right now due to a safety breach that is escalating in both size and legality. Leave your name and coordinates. If we survive, we'll call back.
Hey, Spencer. I hope you're okay. Sounds like you're in a pickle right now. Anyways, come back soon for more interviews or other Spencerous adventures. I was thinking you probably could use some relaxing tunes to fade into the night. I'm sending you a song called Playfulness Amongst Chaos by Odarka Circo. I hope you get some sleep. And don't be a stranger, you danger ranger. Hey guys, this is Edu talking directly into the cloud chambers of the primordial 808. I'm taking a minute to thank a few people you guys should know about and probably also already know. They have been incredible to work with, kind, patient, passionate, and inspiring. First off, sound wizard Boyo, and the secret puppet master of the show, Winko Zone. And second, probably you recognize them from previous episodes. Skeetie, Quentin, and Barabas, and Tucky Parker had an appearance. As well as also I want to thank all the other amazing artists that I had the luck to include in this episode. You all made me laugh and opened my mind. This was episode 21 of the Cloud Chambers of the Primordial 808.